But this is a simple model, and it's only part of the model that we're going to use in the basic class to show us what it is of how really a human being operates, and where we're really going to put some focus on it in this weekend, starting right now. Let's just start. Hope you have the next 3 days reserved. Okay. Okay, so just like I said a moment ago, really what a human being, really, you've heard this before, that we're made up of beliefs. We're made up of opinions. We're made up of the way that we think. Okay? You think a certain way. And the way that you think about yourself, your opinion of you, do you have a relationship with you? Everybody does. Everybody has a relationship with themselves deep inside. You actually could put a number on it if you got really, really honest with yourself. You're with yourself all the time. Okay, now if it's, I don't know if anybody here's, if it's a lower number, you ever got into a car and put on music a lot? Have you ever done that before? Play music a lot? I used to do that too because that number was pretty low for me and I never wanted to just be with myself. You remember relate to that? I didn't ever want to be quiet and just be with myself. So I'd listen to music, I'd read books, I'd talk, I'd do anything I can not to have to be with myself. Which never drives that number up at all, you know. And so the way that I think about myself, the way that I think about money, the way that I think about men, the way that I think about women, the way that I think about humanity, the way I think about possibilities, the way I think about growing, the way I think about seminars, the way I think about education, the way that a human being thinks automatically dictates the next layer of a human being. And it's a huge layer too. It's this next layer is why we get married. This next layer is why we get divorced. It runs so much, as you might know what layer that is. So a way a human being thinks automatically dictates how we, not yet, one before that. Yeah, you can say that in a way, yes. Feel. This is the emotional side of the human being. So you don't ever get angry just for the sake of getting angry. True? You ever walk down the street having a really good day? Dude, what's happening? I don't know. I'm just really angry. Oh my God, feels so good. You didn't know that's my microphone. I do that. My family does that. But we really actually don't do that, right? We're really consistent. A human being is really consistent, and you can pretty much rely on them, how they're going to feel, because they feel pretty much the same day in and day out. And it's regulated by the way that a human being believes. Whatever their beliefs are will generate a feeling. Your feelings always line up with your beliefs. So have you ever woke up and said, well, I got all these things to do today. Gonna go work out today, gonna go make a lot of money or whatever, and then you go, God, I just don't feel like it. You ever had that happen? An emotion just did what? Kick our butt. I just don't feel like it. I just don't have the drive. Anybody here ever lack from drive? That's an emotion. That's an attitude. It's not that something's wrong. It's not. It's not like you need medication or anything like that. It's not. All it lets you know, and that's really is a signal of there's some thought process going on inside that is running. So if you do want to feel different, and I wish I would have learned this in school, because a lot of times when I was in school, I was rebellious and I had attitude. Has anybody ever told you you have attitude? Anybody tell you you need to change your attitude, you're never going to make it? Did they ever tell you how to? No, my mom told me all the time you change your attitude because it's not working. And I would always get so angry when she told me because I knew she was right, but no one ever told me how to. If I'm frustrated, if I'm tired, if I'm blah, if I'm unfocused, if I'm unmotivated, how do I change that? And believe me, if you're like me, you've probably spent money on a lot of things to get motivated. Some of them legal, some of them might not be, I'm not sure. But to get going, to get driving. I never knew how, if I was off, how to get on. If I have weight goals or if I have working out goals and I don't feel like doing it and I put it off till later, that doesn't serve me. But how do I get that drive to go do that? How do I get drive to go be with the kids and go do the soccer and do all this and have a business and make love and relationship? That takes a lot of drive. Where does that come from? So if you ever wanted to change how we feel, knowing this model, we'd have to change what? Right there. Because you cannot change this by itself. If you're feeling down right now, you're not going to flip the switch and go, whoa, that's much better, man. I feel awesome right now. Just chill. This is good. you don't have that capacity, but you can change this. This runs this, and this runs what? How you feel, your emotions dictate your actions. Absolutely. If your attitude is kind of, what action do you normally take? Yeah, chill, do it later, relax. It's always going to be in alignment, which is really, really incredible about how the brain works. It's always in alignment. So the way that we feel dictate our actions. And our actions produce what? Results. It's pretty simple. If I want a different set of results, if I want to have more money in my life, whether I believe it or not is relevant. If I want to have greater relationships, whether I believe it or not, or whether I believe that my husband, my wife, my friends will ever change, if you want a better relationship, you want to have more energy, you want to have better health, if you want anything different, this model will show you the great news. What if this wants to be changed? Where do you got to focus? You don't even have to touch these. That's this. You change this, these automatically change and guaranteed to produce a different set of results.